in the hills, still a cool 60 degrees Fahrenheit. The tides, there will be a low tide at 8:59, 1 minute before 9 this morning, and then that's followed by a high tide at 3:50, 10 minutes before 4 this afternoon, and then that's followed by a low tide at 11:52 tonight, followed by another high tide at 5:33. But then again, folks, that is until tomorrow morning, Thursday. The sun rose this morning at 10 minutes after 6. The sun sets today at exactly 6 o'clock. The moon will set at 12:10 this afternoon, and the moon will rise again at 1:25, 25 minutes after 1 tomorrow morning. Okay? And we want to thank Francisca Wellington for that information and all the other folks at the Belize Weather Bureau. Thank you very much. When we are still in our bed, these people are already generating reports, and I always want to acknowledge and give them thanks for their for the reports that they generate for all of us and for me to be able to share it with you. Muy buenos días, compañeros. Son las 7:12, recordándoles de que ya estamos en marzo, el segundo día de marzo. Y este reporte del tiempo, generado a las 5:30 esta mañana, indica que condiciones relativamente húmedas predominan sobre el país de Belice. Quiere decir que existe la gran posibilidad de lluvia. Las 24 horas va nublado por momentos y durante el curso del día, hoy y por la noche, con algunos chubascos sobre la gran mayoría del país de Belice. Los vientos del este-noreste de 5 a 15 nudos. El estado del mar ligeramente agitado, sin embargo, no hay ninguna advertencia. Se espera de que para jueves tengamos unos chubascos afectando la gran parte del país de Belice. Y eso es para jueves y jueves por la noche. Las temperaturas. Las altas para el día de hoy, por la costa, 86 grados. En el interior del país, 89 grados. Y ni siquiera no vamos a subir a los 93 o 94. Y por las colinas, 76 grados. Las bajas, por la costa, 73 grados. En el interior del país, 66 grados. Y por las colinas, únicamente 60 grados Fahrenheit. Las mareas, compañeros, una marea baja a las 8:59, un minuto antes de las 9, hoy por la mañana, seguido por una marea alta a las 3:50, 10 minutos antes de las 4, hoy por la tarde, y eso seguido por una marea baja a las 11:52 minutos, hoy por la noche, y entonces otra marea alta a las 5:33 minutos, pero eso es hasta mañana temprano por la mañana. El sol salió hoy, compañeros, a las 6:10 minutos. Y el sol se oculta hoy a las 6 de la tarde, exactamente. La luna se oculta a las 12:10 minutos hoy por la tarde y sale de nuevo a la 1:25 minutos hoy por la madrugada. Es más, mañana por la madrugada. Y le damos las gracias a Francisca Wellington por esta información, compañeros, y a todas esas otras personas que laboran en el Belize Met Office, y que cuando nosotros estamos ahí en la cama, ellos ya están laborando y preparando estos reportes para nuestro beneficio. Compañeros, vamos a tomar una pausa, pero rápidamente quiero decir, I'm going to say just quickly that Mr. Jones is off for some days, but he will be back with us, and that is for some much needed rest, and he will be back with us soon enough. Guys, we take a commercial break when it's exactly 15 minutes after 7. Don't go away. This is the 2nd of March, and it's 15 after 7, cuarto luego de las 7 de la mañana. No se vayan, vamos a esos anuncios comerciales.
Give me the remote, the number one, down the milk, then up down the milk. You can rip it screen, but Dynamilk it is real. Yes, Dynamilk. Them love Dynamilk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro. Dynamilk. Them love Dynamilk. Dynamilk in the morning. Dynamilk in the evening. Dynamilk. Give me Dynamilk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Dynamilk, them love Dynamilk. All over this land and in Belmont Pan, yes, Dynamilk. Give me Dynamilk. Say in Tangrika, down south in Fiji. Dynamilk, them love Dynamilk. You can hear this stuff, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dynamilk. I love Dynamilk. Dynamilk powder. Probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
I talk loud. I don't even text. I call down the street, next door. I even call the next room. No, did you sell the say I could call Steve for the same price? No, you gotta talk. Did you sell prepaid customers? Call Steve like you had to call down the street for the same 47 cents a minute. And call the world for much less all month long. This month, talk more and pay less, only with Digicel. Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Busta. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things ever run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Busta. Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get fucked.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers in all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not do it in your own country? Sun, fun, and relaxation are just a short distance away. Have a taste of barefoot living, or enjoy the sounds and taste of an authentic Garifuna village. Allow yourself to be swept away by Southern hospitality and living. Escape the hectic world and enjoy a beautiful sunset. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Hello, sir. I'm waiting for some fruits right now. I need some papayas, cantaloupe.
Get the lowest rates to more cell, business, and home phones on the country's largest network.
Hello? Yes, darling, I got fruits right here. My skirts always the right here part time with your fruits, my love. With Digicel, my credit lasts longer, so I could stay top of things.
Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
I pay BEL because my family's access to electricity matters. I pay BWS because my family's access to clean water matters. I pay KHMH because my family's access to the country's highest level of healthcare matters most.
When you pay your bill at Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital, it ensures that our doors remain open and that we are able to provide our highest level of care to you. Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital. We take care of you.
My name is Ken.
Sherry Burgess from New York.
Well, I believe we have come a long way.
The development it's really great. You know, the roads are much nicer.
Streets are so nice now.
More commercial buildings, more businesses.
It is nothing like the Belize that I see today.
I'm happy with Belize progress, and I hope they continue to do it. As a young nation, I think we're growing, and what the government is doing so far is very good for the country.
Dean Barrow is the man, and he came in and do a whole lot, change this whole country around, and
he's doing an excellent job.
We're catching up.
I think that Belize have arrived finally.
Everything has changed and developed so beautifully.
We're proud to be Belizean, proud to be Belizean.
Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros, al Sugar City Morning Show cuando son las 7 de la mañana con 24 minutos. I want to say good morning, a special good morning, and a welcome to Mr. Robert Checky Usher, the one and only. Checky, muy buenos días, buen amigo. Y gracias por estar aquí. Like I said, Dylan is off for some days for some much needed rest. He will be back with us soon enough. Nonetheless, Checky, always willing to come in and, well, for a talk show, you need two people. So, no te puedo poner aquí hablando yo solo. Okay? Gracias. ¿Cómo estás?
I'm okay. Good morning. As you said, that Dylan is on a little time off, and he will definitely be back. So, we don't want no panic and no halalo and balalo.
Exactly. He's out for some much needed rest.
Yeah, so definitely. I was asked by Emmanuel to be his company.
Yeah, and I always enjoy because you're a mine of information, and has tenido tantas experiencias, especially when Checky sit down and talk to you about when I'm in the break the other day that I got in the Auditorio Nacional in the city, Mexico City, for a Luis Miguel concert. And that I sat all the way up on the, casi afuera. And he told me, yes, I was there too. I go, yes. He said, but I was on the stage. And I was with Willie Colon and Celia Cruz. Me callé la boca. Eh?
Yeah, that was for the Festival de Cultura del Caribe.
Festival de Cultura del Caribe.
That's right. That's been held every November.
But you mentioned some big names, Checky.
Yeah, on the stage when we perform along with Ande Palacio, and there was Maria Conchita Alonso.
Maria Conchita Alonso.
Yeah, you know
wow.
she's a movie star as
well,
yes, right?
Yes.
Maria Conchita Alonso, Willie Colon.
Willie Colón, salsero de Santo Domingo,
Yeah.
de Puerto Rico, de Santo Domingo, no sé de dónde es.
Johnny Ventura.
Johnny Ventura, okay.
Johnny Ventura, right? Quinito Méndez.
Mira bien, ¿eh?
Yeah, he's from Colombia.
Y la gran señora Azúcar
Yeah.
Celia Cruz.
Celia Cruz, you know, among other musicians, because the Festival de Cultura del Caribe is based on groups from the Caribbean, right? Groups from the Caribbean, which Belize falls in.
And
the
you were
Caribbean,
there
right?
upon invitation, an invitation?
Yep.
I imagine that you all were very well received, no?
Oh boy, then people in Mexico really treat you good.
Yes.
The only thing is that when you jump on that train on Friday evening, look at
El metro es para el cartel loco.
Yeah, when that train is stopped, you better get in if you're out, and if you're in, you better try to get out because people just push.
And make sure that if you're not supposed to come out
you don't
get out.
Yeah.
Because when the tide of people come, you know, and they start push and shove like a girl say.
Yeah.
But you know, you have a Holland.
Yeah, the Auditorio Nacional is a very, very nice setting as well, Emmanuel. The
completely
song,
air conditioned.
The song and everything.
Has huge,
I
mean, fantastic place.
They have a great dressing room in at the back there, a big area there. And they got the multitude of equipment that you can select from whatever equipment you want. You have like 2-3 days to go and review what they presently have there, and if there is something,
so you can utilize different equipment.
If there's a specific instrument that you need and it's not available there, by then people get it.
Okay.
Because they want you to sing the way you sing.
Es el Auditorio Nacional de la Ciudad de México.
Yeah. And you know, so many interviews with big time medias there in Mexico as well, and it was good, you know. Then from there we flew back from Mexico City to Cancun, where we met Pedrito Fernandez.
Okay, all right. Well, we've met Pedrito Fernandez. On 2 occasions he has been to Belize, right?
Yeah. I met Juan Luis Guerra one time as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was in Florida.
El velludo ese que canta algo de los
Billy Rubina.
A la Billy Rubina, exactamente.
And Burbujas.
You know. Celos.
Then when we went to the Hoogstraten Festival
that was in Belgium.
Okay. Yeah. You know,
you have had beautiful, I imagine, experiences, and they have all been because of your involvement in music.
Yeah, because of the art.
Because of the art.
You know, music is a very stellar art, you know. And then when we were in Belgium, Tina Turner was there as well.
Wow.
Not on the same stage at all. It was like probably like a mile away from where we're at, but that festival is so big, you see people all over. When we performed, there were 8 big screen there. 8 big screen up there. Boy, you're in a world.
Auditorio, I think, has the big screens as well, because from where I was, it was so far away that Luis Miguel was about this big. But I think that they have the big screens.
Yeah, they have the big screens, yeah. They need, those big screens are generally needed in those areas.
En those big concert halls.
Yeah.
Aquí, compañeros, estamos hablando de 25, 28, 30,000 personas en un lugar.
And you know that the Festival de Cultura Caribe is open to the public, you know.
Kidding me?
Yeah.
Anybody can go to
the governor of the area where you're performing, they sponsors those events. You know?
It's absolutely free.
Yeah. Like when they have it at Cancun, they have it right in front of the Palacio. You know, like that little downtown area there. They set up a big stage and you perform. You know, it's open. Then you go to Cozumel, Isla Mujeres, all in a place there. They have this Festival de Cultura del Caribe.
Since when have you become involved in music, Checky? Since when did you notice or realize that tienes un amor, una pasión por la música?
Why, when I was working at, you remember Mi Amor Hotel, right?
Yes.
I was working there, and then what happened is, I just remember I had to show you something before we go through though. You meet that one there?
Yes, I have met him before.
You sure?
I am positive I've met him before.
You sure?
I'm positive.
No doubt.
No doubt.
You're happy with the man?
I think that if I'd see him at night, I'd run.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, by the music, used to work at Myanmar at that time. You know, they used to have a little jukebox. My mom used to work there too, and she always is sing when the jukebox they play the music there, sing any country and western and so.
We're talking here 60s, 70s,
Yeah.
no?
And then they had the Myanmar rooftop on them bands they used to go perform and so. When Lad Rayban they come, Glenn Bud they come, Harmonettes, you know, all them big time bands.
Harmonettes, you know how long we know hear about
Los
Harmonettes. Glenn Bud.
Atlanticos. Did you hear about Los Atlanticos?
Yes.
I know Los Caneros days.
Los Caneros
Marios
days.
was Profetas in the first days. You know, they had the messengers before the one from Santino's, right? Then they had Jesus Acosta and the Professionals.
Yes.
Allen,
Chuchin?
yeah, Allen Group, they used to go play up there, and you just get that inspiration when you see these guys performing, and that start to get in, you know.
Were you like those kids that stick around the keyboard man and just go like, con los ojos abiertos,
Yeah.
appalled at how this man is producing beautiful music?
Yep, and those times, you know, them tiny instruments are alone analog things. So they have the oscillators and everything on the keyboard, so they have to just turn some buttons and so to get it. The organ used to have a big thing, the back one they call one Leslie. So the organ, you see like how you hear the church organ with the tremolo and the modulation, they have a big thing when it spins so. And when that spin, then it causes modulation. You know?
Are you kidding me? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Did you, way back in 1982, did you play at my brother's wedding, Raul?
Of course.
Of course.
You remember,
Claro que sí.
that's the first time we rehearsed this song. I know you remember the song. Could I have this dance for the rest of my life?
Yes.
I think a girl, I don't remember.
I remember Miss Lovell.
That Miss Lovell may sing it?
Yes.
I thought it was Zayda.
No.
You remember Zayda, right?
Yes, I remember.
All right, so sing that song at that wedding for Raul. Yeah, we played there.
And that's easily
Gym School Pool.
And that's easily 34 years ago.
That Gym School Pool.
18. Yes, Gym School Pool.
Yeah, Gym School Pool. We played for that wedding. Yes.
34 years ago. So you have been involved in music. Why? I must congratulate you. And I see that even now you still are so involved in music.
Yeah, but you know, I like work with your family, you know. But you work with your family, a lot of work. Because yourself too, no one see if this man ready for this wedding. You know, practice before you can this song. This thing with this, you see, this song could I have this dance? I think it was the Anne Marie version that we did.
Yes.
And it has like a little steel guitar in it. So what we had to do is to set up a guitar and put like a bottle on it and just roll it on the strings.
To get the desired effect.
Yeah, the desired effect of the steel guitar, because Raul want everything in this. When a friend come, I hear like a trumpet, the blow that thing like I hear again. You know, so, yeah, but it's good to be prepared, man.
Yes.
It's good to be prepared, you know. And, you know, we just have an open discussion this morning. So talking about music, you know, the band is still around, the band is still playing. But right now, they don't have a lot of dances, public dances with bands. As before. Like before.
Yeah. I remember every Saturday, many years ago, like especially in the early 80s, and even in the mid and late 80s, you know, it was Myanmar Rooftop.
Yeah, but before that.
And even before that.
Can you recall La Favorita?
La Favorita. With
that, right?
Stila.
Yeah.
Mr. Nat.
Yes. And then
yes. How can I forget?
Then they used to have the basketball court as well, like Immaculada basketball court.
Yes.
The one time Pluto and the guys used to come.
Yes. Yes, I remember that.
Then
I remember that.
Then the great successful businessman Santiago Castillo.
Yes. I'm sorry to interject. I'm sorry. Please continue.
You remember he put up Castillo Stadium.
Right. And it is because of that intervention that, and I must say, a lot of people brag about. They went to see Byron Lee in Belize. Man, we the jump up to Byron Lee from the late 70s.
Yes, correct. That was
really jump up to Byron Lee from the late 70s.
That was the real original Byron Lee because
exactly.
Get a scholar and get back to that. Hello, good morning.
Buenos días. Ándale, sigue.
Quiero pedirle a los aldeanos que salgan a ayudar ahí en el evento que vamos a andar allá en el chat. Deben de esperar porque cuando llegue una ayuda aquí en Santa Cruz, todos consiguen. No deben de fijarse de política, deben de ayudar a la aldea porque la fama es para Santa Cruz. Porque podemos ver que Mr. Alarcón mucha importancia aquí en Santa Cruz. Es bonito trabajar y cooperar con ellos, que no te piden en nada. La cosa es que trabajen, que ayuden unos a otros allá en el campo. Sí, porque solo hay 4 personas que están trabajando allí. Gracias.
Muy bien, y gracias a usted, señora. Gracias por esa contribución.
What's her concern?
Really, what she's saying is she's inviting people to go to the fields, to the grounds in Champagne Ridge, and to help in whatever way possible.
Oh yeah, I was there yesterday, Emmanuel. That's a concern. I was there yesterday just to check out the grounds, and they only have a few people that are working and collaborating.
And her comment is that cuando viene la ayuda, todos consiguen, pero cuando se trata de trabajar, solo pocas personas trabajan. Y eso no debe ser así. Que llueva, pero parejo, ¿ok? Right. Así que, compañeros, si eres de Champagne Ridge, eres parte, y quisieras ver de que esta feria sea una feria exitosa, que siempre, que te puedo decir, que hagan mucho dinero, porque lo que quieres, pero que sobre todo sea una buena feria. Entonces ve al lugar y pregunta, ¿puedo yo asistir con algo? Quizás simplemente tomar una escoba o un rastrillo o algo simple, pero hiciste una parte y te vas a sentir tan bien luego de haberte participado y contribuido en esto. Así que, compañeros, si nos escuchan, nos ven en Champagne Ridge, vayan al lugar y ofrezcan su ayuda.
It's for all.
La ayuda es para todos.
Yeah, Emmanuel. So, from the days from the early days, when you hear Byron Lee, that's what you have Keith Linden time will come.
Yes.
They had the late great Vic Taylor. They got the guy on what they used to call Teats on the keyboard. He played with the teeth. Keyboard.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. So
wow.
Then Byron Lee, something unique about the late great Byron Lee, Emmanuel. He used to play the bass guitar, but he never used to turn to the audience. He looked the other way. I don't know if he was timid or what was his position, but he not turned like this. He turned the other way. And
I actually, I had never noticed that, and I don't think anybody had commented that to me.
Well, at least I saw it when he came to Castillo Stadium. When he came to Castillo Stadium.
Okay.
But they used to bring all the guys like Pluto or
he was of Chinese descent?
Okay. Yeah. Mr. Lee.
Mr. Lee. Yeah. Jamaica has lots of Chinese.
Yeah, that's right.
Lots of Chinese.
Yeah, so
well, Checky, it's always good to have you here with me.
And so activities with the band for right now, Emmanuel. This week we will be performing at the Champagne Ridge Fiesta as well.
Which is where we're going shortly.
And we'll be having some artists with us. We'll be having Orange Walk's very own, Roberto Hoare, better known as Captain Robbie.
Yes.
He will perform with us. We'll also have Continental Cat that will be performing with us as well. And after
I gathered that a group from Cuba is going to be there
they'll be having some Cuban dancers.
And I gather as well that some cultural groups from Orange Walk will be doing performances.
Yeah, they got the folklorico, Yucatecas dancers. They have the ones from Kichpanhan. They have the ones from
Kichpanhan.
Yeah, Kichpanshan.
Kichpanshan.
They have the one from Yua Creek as well. I think it's. Then they have the Deportivo, the football team from Chetumal that will be coming. to play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they will play against the
Okay.
Progresso team, which is the champs of the Aragon
So things
Christmas
look
Cup.
bright for Champa Ridge for this
Think they
weekend.
happen.
Think they happen.
And I talked to Jake yesterday, and Jake said they have the Dominoes tournament on Saturday.
Yes.
It'll start at 5 o'clock. So he want to invite all the teams to come out.
Well, if my father was alive, it'd have been done, put tongue in him.
Yeah, so it happened big. Then after that, well, we got a couple of the private functions to play after. Then they come into the Easter. The Easter, well, we get busy for the Easter as well. Holy Saturday, we have played a boom for one private. A couple from New York is getting married, and they come into Belize to
So you're
get
keeping
married.
busy.
Yeah, and then the Easter, well, and then a Progresso. We'll be jamming.
How many people generally make up the band? 5, 6 people?
6.
6 people.
Yeah, 6.
And this does not include the
Custodians and
custodians
everybody, yeah.
and the people, background the
On
stuff.
stage,
out.
it's
on
6.
stage it's 6. It's
Yeah.
what makes the band.
Yeah, but what could have been so unique, Emmanuel? In Corozal, they have the CCC, and they have, which is Corozal Community College, right? And they have the Escuela Secundaria Mexico, which is in San Roman.
Yes.
They have music classes.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, they have music classes, and they have lots of horn players that comes out from those classes.
I asked you the other day if you have a brass section. You said no, you don't, because
It's not really available here in Orange Walk.
Would you like to see it here available?
Definitely. They have music classes in some of the school, Manuel, but I don't really want to touch that right now because that our next story, But I guess we're on a show here to bring out things that we need to bring out, right? But Corozal,
talk, man, talk. Straight up, say it.
When Corozal won Bandfest more than one time, and all the students who play in that band come out from the music classes from the school, from CCC. It's a CCC marching
And they
band.
do a fantastic performance, man.
Definitely, and it's a huge group as well. And they have all those horn players.
Tú sabes qué orgullo para los orinjoqueños ver un grupo así formándose en Orange Walk, al que podamos aplaudir, al que podamos, ya me entiendes, apoyar, porque nos están deleitando y sobre todo estamos viendo que esta gente, esos muchachos están poniendo el todo.
So if we would have that here in Orange Walk, then it will be much more easier for us to put a horn section together. Because it's a little difficult when you have a band and you have people from out district playing in your band.
All the logistic problems.
Yeah. So students one might be listening or their parents and they're interested for their kids to get in the music and they probably attend CCC or Escuela Mexico. Tell them to, learn the horn. Play the horn, and then they could get an opportunity with the band here to perform with the
In
band.
Belize City, you get. I know Palote has a renowned school.
They have Palote.
And I can't understand, for the love of me, why is it that we don't have it here in Orange Walk. I'd like to ask persons who are in the capacity of making decisions in this regard to look into it. And even if we're not addressing those people who are in the capacity role, but even us, to be able to jurgar hasta que consigamos lo que queremos.
So, but when we talk about the band performing for the Easter, this Easter Sunday will be in Progresso. The cool waters of the Progresso Lagoon.
That's a traditional Easter Sunday dance.
Definitely. So that will be the all-day event. It's open for everyone. It's free for everyone to come.
Free?
Yeah, free. Free.
So it's a beach party?
Yeah, it's a beach party. Easter Sunday family beach party. They got swimming race. They got this greasy pole. They got the greasy pig. Send one of my friends figure and look for the pig, come back yet.
Oh God.
I don't know. You don't know if you show up or you don't show up.
Am I bow-legged?
And they have a big promotion, they have the people like drink the Libya up and then they got the Caribbean for $3 for $10.
Yes.
Yeah, be fun for everyone.
And generally, one of those big liquor houses generally sponsor events there, so they have these tragos para $1 y para $1.50 o lo que sea.
Yes, they got a bikini contest too, sponsored by San Esteban and multi-service station. So yeah, that was a big thing for the entire family, you know.
So you don't have to go to Cancun. You don't have to go to Playa del Carmen, obviously, unless you want to spend a lot of money.
Keep your money at home.
That's
spend your
right.
dollars, yeah, you know. You know. So we're supposed to have a figure coming up shortly. What's the figure? Come on, Emmanuel. You promised me, right? Anyway, let's take a break.
I will have to renege on that promise.
Let's take a break and we will be right back
We'll be right back, guys. You ain't kidding me.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
I pay BEL because my family's access to electricity matters. I pay BWS because my family's access to clean water matters. I pay KHMH because my family's access to the country's highest level of healthcare matters most.
When you pay your bill at Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital, it ensures that our doors remain open and that we are able to provide our highest level of care to you. Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital. We take care of you.
My name is Ken.
Sherry Burgess from New York.
Well, I believe we have come a long way.
The development it's really great. You know, the roads are much nicer.
Streets are so nice now.
More commercial buildings, more businesses.
It is nothing like the Belize that I see today.
I'm happy with Belize progress, and I hope they continue to do it. As a young nation, I think we're growing, and what the government is doing so far is very good for the country.
Dean Barrow is the man, and he came in and do a whole lot, changed this whole country around, and
he's doing an excellent job.
We're catching up.
I think that Belize have arrived finally.
Everything has changed and developed so beautifully.
We're proud to be Belizeans. Proud to be Belizeans.
Give me the remote, the number one. Down on it, then up down on it. You can replace the screen, but down on it, it is real. Yes, down on it, then up down on it. All over Cayo and in San Pedro. Down on it, then up down on it. Down on it in the morning, down on it in the evening, down on it. You way down on it, up north in Corozal, supermarket and then all. Down on it, then up down on it, all over this land, and in Belmont Pond, yes, down on it. You way down on it, say in Danbriga, down south in Fiji. Down on it, then up down on it, you can hear this stuff. Cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, down on it. I love down on it. Dano milk powder. Probably the best milk powder in the world. Dano.
I talk loud. I don't even text. I call down the street, next door. I even call the next room. No? Did you sell this at Agriculture State for the same price? know you're the tops. Digicel prepaid customers, call states like they call down the street for the same 47 cents a minute. And call the world for much less all month long. This month, talk more and pay less only with Digicel. Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
They see you and know you're living. Always a star, yes. You live in color to the limit. Large and in charge, yes. That's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things ever run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color, Buster. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for that?
Get serious. Get Bob.
City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta. En este último segmento pues se nos fue la onda tantito platicando con Chiqui acerca de su envolvimiento en lo que es la música. Ya en realidad él ya es una he's a pillar of the Orange Walk community when it comes to music involvement.
Before you go further, you remember the graduating class of Muffles College of 1985?
Oh, good Lord.
The graduating class of Muffles College of 1985 and the graduating class of Orange Walk Technical High of that year as well. That time Sister Leona was here.
Sister Leona was here from even when I was in college, high school.
That time Mr. Elito Urbina Sr. was a principal of Orange Walk Technical High School.
Okay, all right.
What happened that time, this song from that was written by Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie, We Are the World.
Okay.
That song was out. Why I'm mentioning this to you because something very unique came out of that.
Tell me.
The students from, usually when they have graduation, they have prom, but there is something as well when they have the graduation exercises, which everybody calls ceremonies, no? The students decided to take up this song, We Are the World, to sing this song. You know that song have different parts, right?
Yes.
They have Willie Nelson that sings a part, they have different, they have Michael Jackson, they have Kenny Rogers, Cyndi Lauper. So that class decided to sing that song, and Sister Leona sent for me, to help them get all the vocals together. That time your brother was mayor.
Okay.
Fred was the mayor at that time. So we gone and we practiced this song. Everybody practiced their part. I think we used to practice at Crystal, and then I think Fred was the guest speaker at the graduation exercises. And these kids, the students, they sing the song. All and they sing one different part, right? Yeah, song it came out so good. And well, Orange Walk Technical High, they did ABBA, I Had a Dream. So Fred heard this song, and Fred said, man, this was good. Then later on, look, the Queen, Icona Belize.
Ándale.
So that was under his mayorship as well at that time, right? So Fred it's not appropriate for us to play the national anthem just on a CD. That time used to be cassette or 8-track, something like that. So he called me in. He said, "We want me to get some of the students from the high school to come and make we practice the anthem so that they can sing it." You know, I tell her, "Well, you know, make you talk to Sister Leona." I said, "Okay, I will go right up to town hall practice it." So when the Queen came to Belize, I was the one as well that prepared the national anthem.
You did joke, really?
I played the keyboard and the students sang the national
So
anthem.
such a memorable occasion,
Yep.
Incredible.
Yeah. You
This
was
is
here
way
at
back.
time?
Yes, I made sit down. I was at the park.
Yeah, that was 1985.
1985.
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken, it was in April.
I don't really remember it. And then that time, Brother Pitt was the man in charge of the Isles Campia and Orange Walk. You know, Sir Robert Pitt. So that was a early milestone as well, right? You know, so the Queen came to the park and did the national anthem on one keyboard, and the students sang the anthem. You know, so that was a next part of what we were talking about.
But
earlier.
Checky, when and if we not big up we own, then who will?
I got a text. I will say, "Where is Dylan?" You have
Dylan is off for some days. He is on much needed rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I can't fully sit, so.
Checking.
The crumble right.
Checking. No, that seat has been made with reinforcements, you know.
Okay.
So not afraid, you know, and drop.
Yeah, drop.
All right. It has been reinforced, especially for him.
Yeah.
Okay. But Checky, you remember also that it was, I think, in when was it? 86, 85, 86, when my sister approached you and said, "Checky, we're having our regional conference for District 4240. At that time, it was District 424, I'm sorry.
That was Rotaract, right?
That was Rotaract, and we were quite involved. Actually, you know, and Checky, you were commissioned to write a song for the occasion.
Yep.
And you did a wonderful job with it. Do you remember it? Juntos realizaremos un mundo mejor.
Yeah.
No, hazme oigo.
Yeah, juntos. But you know what? Anna came up with the lyrics, and well, I get it for she, you know. And we do it together, and I think it may come out okay, man.
Okay, is that the word?
And I believe.
Damn good.
I believe Anna must still have a copy of that.
I don't know. I would believe. Guys, I guarda todo.
Yeah, I have to ask her. No, but that was a challenge that we got through with it, right? Well, big joke about now. What's with you?
No guarda todo. Créeme que todo lo que no sirve lo tira a la basura.
Laugh at man. No, yeah, when we task that and when we get it through.
Yes, yeah.
But you know, Emmanuel, there are things that help you a lot, you know, because when you work with people like your sister and your late brother Fred, and when I have to mention about Raul, because you know, once you to work with him, you have to get on par. He could reach 5 minutes late, but you know, for reach late, you know, and not make you get there, he don't do there.
It's not because I do it that you can do it too.
Yeah.
Hello.
But
you know.
when you work with the folks there, you learn a lot because you learn to manage out your time, learn to manage out your life, and to be responsible because they're at you and say, "No, man, we said 8 o'clock, it's 8 o'clock." You know, so it's very good. It's very good.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that.
You know, myself and your brother was very close, right?
I know that.
Very close all the time. End up the house and eat.
We almost reminisce. We always reminisce. I'm sorry about
your
these
uncle
things.
used to come down and play lead violin, and Fred said, I hear a trumpet down there and blow in the backyard, you know?
Yes.
I always sit up there and have those very nice times, man.
Yes.
Myself, Litito, Raul.
Yes.
But,
and I imagine there are some people who are watching us and who are part of this, because in those days, Rotaract was a very active. I'm not saying that it's not active right now, but I can recall out of personal memory that it was a very active group. We used to have the October 12th celebrations. We used to put on the biggest and best pageant in Orange Walk or even Belize history.
Dudu Darlin. You remember Dudu Darlin?
Yes, and I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. We used to commission Mr. Martin Magana to paint the backdrops.
Oh yeah,
And used to be like every segment, every part of the competition of the not the competition, but the pageant. We used to do the actual unrolling of the backdrops, and they were very dramatic. You know,
never got a
pictures.
technology like we got.
No, we never used to have push one button and the whole thing dropped. No, we used to do. But this is way back 30 odd years ago, and we used to put on a great show. We used to bring Seferino, we used to bring in Dodo. No, not Dodo.
The late
you know,
Beverly Smith.
Beverly Smith.
Yeah, she used to come as MC, right?
Yes.
She entertained
everybody, you know.
But you know, Emmanuel, you see how unique it was because that pageant used to be on Friday. And they got moving at night.
Yes.
And band playing and everything.
And
but
band,
you
yes.
could bet that by the time the movie start, Rotaract don't clean out that
Clean
place
out
and
everything.
Movie ready for start.
Oh,
and Saturday was a big dance.
And then I remember I used to also have fairs at the Central Park.
It was in Mayfair?
Mayfair. I started when I was president of the club.
You used to do the
used to
platinum
do
and the
May,
maple, right?
yes, of the what you call it. And can you imagine the problems with logistics, as everything had to be literally imported? All the benches, all the tables, every single thing. And then we used to bring in Mr. Peter and the Boom and Chime Band.
Mr. Pete.
Oh yes. And I remember old Mr. Carpizo and his wife dancing on Central Park. Vivid memories, very lucid memories of those days. And pardon us for reminiscing, really, but I think it's good to revisit all of these good memories. And I think that as a result of that fair, the Rotary Club donated the first, well, not the first, but an incubator to the Orange Walk Hospital.
Oh, yeah?
And it was worth almost $5,000. So all the revenue from that Mayfair went to, and we used to always go on these membership drives, and many times the people used to ask us, and what will I get out of it? Do they pay you? Why should I go work for nothing? And I used to initially have a very hard time answering these people, because they couldn't possibly begin to understand the joy that I used to get in working and doing these things for no money at all.
Yeah.
And it was very difficult for me to, so I just said, you know, you learn about leadership, about responsibility and so forth. And in my own very humble way, I tried to explain, but to no avail.
Right, those were the good days.
Yes. Checky?
Yeah, they had the youth council, the district youth council.
Vamos a hablar de
elections that was held over the entire country, Emmanuel. And you know that this thing came up like a big time election, you know, because in Belize City we still had rallies too.
I know.
They had rallies.
It was touted as a big deal on the news yesterday.
Yeah, and we understand that in Belize City there is a tie for
there
president.
There is a tie, yes. What's going to happen there, Chicky?
What they will be having a next election just for that position.
And it's between Micah and somebody else, right?
That sometime this week or early next week. And I believe it's going to be the same voting process where the delegates go and vote. And you know, here in Orange Walk, have a result here that says the District Youth Council election result. I believe it came in from, let's see, I believe it came in from the Department of Youth Services. So we want to share that with you. It says here, for president here in Orange Walk, this is for the entire district.
All right.
It's telling us here that Selma Pat won for president, and for vice president, Jocelyn Alvarez, secretary, Katie Magana, public relations, let's see, public relations, Makida Anderson and Delia Toledano for treasurer. And this came in from the Belize National Youth Council.
Okay, so that means that we must literally put aside what Channel 7 put, because they
I believe this is
made
official result.
exactly.
Right?
That's the
Because
official
this is-
result.
It says from the Belize National Youth Council.
Because if you were to listen to Channel 7's report last night,
It was different.
it's completely different.
Yeah, but this is from the Youth Council, so we believe this
I
one
guess
is-
that's the trusted source.
Yeah,
there.
this one is official,
Okay.
no?
Chequi, we were also, casi ya terminamos de recordar, ya terminamos eso, pero fue bonito. But on a serious note, we saw yesterday a parade with the preschoolers, and it was good. But the significance of it was that we are beginning Child Stimulation Month.
And it's done every year. In the
And
month
it's
of
done
March.
on a yearly basis. Now, can you talk to us more about
You
that?
remember at first, Children's Day used to be observed in the month of March, right?
Yes, on the January the 3rd or 4th of March, something
Yeah,
like that.
and now they move it to November, which is International
November,
Children's Day.
September, it's November.
So when everybody is celebrating Children's Day in November, then that's when Belize will be celebrating as well. They also have the International Day of Broadcast for Children as well.
Really?
Yeah, that's in December. That's when different medias, all the way as big as CNN, take kids to do the news or to do a weather
Are you
report.
kidding me?
Yeah, that's the International Day of Broadcast for Children.
Well, maybe if we're still around, maybe
Yeah.
we should try it.
Yeah. Child Stimulation Month is when the child's are stimulated. It starts early in March.
Positively.
Yeah, positively. So they have they usually start off with this big parade. And the parade happen countrywide. They have a small ceremony about 12 to 15 minutes. Cause you know it's small kids.
Yes.
Babies. You know, and
The attention span is very limited at that
and
moment.
then throughout the month, they have different places that they visit. They visit public area like the Orange Walk Town Hall. They visit like the police station, the library, the House of Culture.
So
the
these
fire
activities
station.
are all throughout the month of March?
All throughout the month of March. They visit radio stations, everything that has to do with the community, because it's stimulation, right? And at the end of the month, there is a festival of arts for the preschoolers as well.
Oh, really?
Different schools in different districts, they have their own festival of arts.
And it's not on a district level?
Yeah, so the ones that are nominated, then they go to Belize City at the Bliss, and they perform at the Bliss.
Against other preschoolers?
Right, against other preschoolers, you know.
All right.
You know, so they used to end, when it first started, they used to end with a puppet show.
A public?
A puppet.
A puppet?
Yeah, they used to do a puppet show at the People's Stadium, but then they changed it and went into the Festival of Arts. Yeah, so they have, as you can see yesterday on the parade, they have kids dressed in different attires, different ethnic groups of Belize. Some want to be a fireman, some want to be a policeman. They have some as a Chinese, and you know they're dressed in those attire to suit the group. So it's going to be a month full of activity. I always say on the radio to ask everyone to cooperate when we see these teachers coming on the road, on the streets here in Orange Walk and all over the country with the kids, because they might be taking them to some public place, and sometimes they do it in the afternoon, sometimes in the morning. Sometimes in the morning they go to different places, and afternoon. So we will see these groups all around town for this entire month, going to different places.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's something
So
very-
it's a number of activities that happen throughout the month of March.
Throughout the month of March.
And these are it's school level, preschool level, okay?
Yeah, at the same time, it's educational.
It's education, right? But in other words, it's school-based, really.
Right.
Where through all of these activities, you aim to impact and to stimulate that child's growth positively, in a positive manner.
In this
and
month-
that's good. That's very good.
Yeah, in this month, we usually have at least 15 to 20 preschools that visits our radio station.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And I imagine they also have lectures and chats a little así a su nivel de ellos,
Yeah,
¿verdad?
you show them how the program works, and you give them the microphone and record them, you know, so they can
And that's
hear
a
the
thrill
little-
for them.
Oh yeah, they have, and that's not only the preschools from town, because we have preschools in Progresso as well that comes to town. We have from Guinea Grass.
We saw from Guinea Grass.
Yeah, they have
yes.
from Guinea Grass. From
Carmelita. we
Yeah,
saw
Carmelita as well, you know.
Yes,
So
I saw
it's
them.
great.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, you were showing me an article there a little bit earlier that you said you wanted to share.
Oh, actually, yes.
What is that article about?
Actually, it was just something that I saw on Facebook, and it just, not this one here. Actually,
you got a lot of food up there too.
I know,
You got your
Lebanese
meat. Yeah.
food. It's a United Nations High Commission, Human Rights Commission of Belize photo that they put out, and it's just for public. It's not a statement. It's just a statement. It's not. It's just very simply knowing your rights, knowing your rights, and it says a statement for police.
Oh, for police.
For police. In
But
other
the-
words, when you are confronted with a policeman.
So the
It
public
says,
can digest
my
that.
rights, mis derechos. He says, I have a right to silence. I don't have to say anything.
Well, that's why they usually say you have
Okay.
the right to remain
I
silent.
can say no if the police ask permission to search me or my things. Okay?
So you can
Saying
stop-
no does not mean I have something to hide.
But saying no does that mean retaliation? You're retaliating.
I'm just telling you, I don't want you to touch me. Okay?
So you have that right.
You have that right. 3, I can leave unless I'm being detained or arrested. Generally at this point, because you have shown some sort of resistance, then the police generally go
Detain
the
you.
other way, detain you and arrest you. But
Then-
that doesn't. But then there must be grounds for arresting you.
But you know that they have to read your rights when they arrest you as
Thank
well,
you
right?
very much.
Because if they don't read your rights, you're going to
Thank
court.
you. 4, if I am being detained or arrested, I have a right to know why and a right to speak privately to a lawyer without delay, even if I can't afford to pay. 5, I can only be strip searched in private by officers of the same sex. 6, I have a right to know a police officer's name and a badge number. 7, I can report a police who abuses me, swears at me, or violates my rights.
So if you rough you up,
This is my rights. The officer. If I am under arrest or being detained, please tell me so. If I am free to go, please tell me so as well. If I am not free to go, please tell me why. I wish to exercise all my legal rights, including my right to silence and my right to speak to a lawyer before I say anything to you. I do not consent to be searched. I wish to be released without delay. Please do not ask me questions because I will not willingly talk to you unless I speak to a lawyer. This is just a little something which I found and I thought that I would
interesting.
share, you know? Many times we don't remember those rights.
Yeah.
And rights are not supposed to be forgotten.
but does it mean that you're resisting when you say, no, you can't search me, you
No,
can't touch
no,
me?
no, it doesn't say, it's just in defense of your right. And I think that once we begin to understand that and accept that, then I think that we will do away with that misconception
And if-
that if you say no, it's because, estás escondiendo algo.
Right. But if that is a true statement,
But it comes from the Human Rights Commission of Belize.
so that means these pointers, all policemen should be aware of these pointers.
And
right?
I'm sure that they are aware of it.
Okay.
It's just that many times, como todos, se nos olvida or we abuse. This is where the abuse comes in.
Or especially if they know you are a troublesome person.
Exactly, Chequi. Pero así es la cosa, compañeros. Estamos a las 8:14. Vamos a tomar una pausa rápidamente y luego regresamos con ustedes con un último segmento antes de cerrar el día. Pero vamos primero a estos anuncios comerciales. Don't go, we will be right back.
You know your baby is happy when wearing Bebin Pampers. Bebin Pampers. In all sizes. Bebin Pampers make your baby happy. Available at German Vega and Sons.
Hello, sir. I'm waiting for some fruits right now. I need some papayas, cantaloupe.
Get the lowest rates to more cell, business, and home phones on the country's largest network.
Hello? Yes, darling, I'm your fruits right here, Miss Curse. Always the right here part-time with your fruits, me love. With Digicel, my credit lasts longer, so I could stay top of things.
Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
I pay BEL because my family's access to electricity matters. I pay BWS because my family's access to clean water matters. I pay KHMH because my family's access to the country's highest level of healthcare matters most.
When you pay your bill at Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital, it ensures that our doors remain open and that we are able to provide our highest level of care to you. Carl Huchner Memorial Hospital. We take care of you.
I talk loud. I don't even text. I call down the street, next door. I even call the next room. No, did you sell the I go cost it for the same price? No, you talk. Did you sell prepaid customers? Call states like a call down the street for the same 47 cents a minute. And call the world for much less all month long. This month, talk more and pay less, only with Digicel. Expect more, get more. Always more with Digicel.
They see you and how you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things ever run yours. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster. Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get buff.
I apologize.
20 minutes after 8 o'clock by now, moms, if you're home and you're watching us, it's time to get the kids to school because this week, the exam week, you know, Emmanuel.
Really?
Exam week, they are already.
Remember, it's March. All right, because
the Easter holiday is coming very close.
Right.
It's at the ending of this month, so
right.
exam is on.
Right.
And school usually close like 10 days before Easter, no?
Yes, exactly so.
Then they open a week after. So.
Yes, exactly. It's only 2 weeks holiday for Easter.
2 weeks, yeah.
So generally, if the 20th of March is going to be a Sunday, that means the school will close on the 18th of March.
The 18th. And then open back around the 4th of April, sometime around that time, right after the Easter.
Right. And I imagine that those Standard 6 students are also burning those books because obviously PSE and...
Oh yes, PSE comes up in
very shortly. May.
The first part is in
I
May.
don't believe that you could cram everything in one night. And you say, yes today, mommy. No. You know?
Yeah, that PSE, that's something very important. And the PSE is almost like a review, you know, Emmanuel.
Because everything that you have learned, supposedly learned, or have, let me use another word, that you have discussed in class, will come up again.
It's basically from 4 to 6, standard 4 to standard 6.
It's only for standard, the PSE?
No, I mean the reviews.
Oh, the reviews, yes.
Yes, like from 4 to 6.
Right.
So you're taking in your knowledges right now. So when that time comes, you get yourself prepared.
Exactly.
You know, the Minister of Education was mentioning about this teacher's license, and he was saying that usually when PSE comes in our region, Belize is not doing so well. You know?
Excuse me.
Belize is not doing so well. So it not only fall on the teachers, it fall on the students as well, and the parents. Everybody have to get themselves prepared. The teacher can't do everything for you, Emmanuel.
No, can't.
Because
There's
the teacher
no
now
way.
will give you the subject and give you the answer. You have to find the answer. You know, so it's good that you mentioned PSE, that PSE is coming up. So, you know, go up on this Easter holidays. Grab your book, man.
Grab your book.
Grab your book.
Grab your book.
And like Emmanuel said, okay, I just cram everything at one time, like 2 days before PSE, you want to start to get yourself prepared. It won't work, right?
Which is generally what happens.
Yeah, that's his general what happens.
You know,
And,
being human nature like we are, we like to procrastinate and like, I will come out this weekend because I will come up to Friday and I'll start Saturday and Sunday. Do you think you ever do that?
No, you can't.
Never do that.
Then when they go to...
You never do that. And then cuando ves el bendito examen y estás ahí, Sarah never study.
Sarah never study.
Sarah never study. And then when you get your report, you barely script.
You can't copy in there.
And you can't, no, you barely script. You know?
But let's take this call and get back to that. Hello, good morning.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Le quería preguntar como cuántos días va a estar en San Luis la fiesta.
Solo va a ser el domingo.
Sábado va a ser
sábado en realidad empieza con un partido de dominos y de fútbol por la tarde, como las 5 de la tarde hasta el anochecer. Pero la feria en realidad es el domingo. No se va a extender hasta el lunes. El lunes es un día feriado, pero ojalá haya descanso.
¿Y como qué artista va a venir a cantar?
Va a haber grupo de... va a estar Youth Connection Band ahí. Chequi, ayúdame aquí.
They have Youth Connection Band, Continental Cat, Captain Robbie. Will be having Morelia Pop and their group. We left to reconfirm with them today. Also, they will be having Super G as well. Super G will be there.
Y va a haber un grupo de Cuba.
Yeah, we have the cultural presentations. We have the Cuban dance group as well. So when it comes to the culture part, that part covered though.
No hay ninguna razón para quedarse en casa. Es Champagne Ridge este fin de semana, este domingo más bien. Pero buena pregunta que hizo, porque mucha gente dice, ¿sabes qué? El lunes, que va a ser feriado, el lunes es feriado, ¿verdad? Porque el 9 cae miércoles y entonces se hace puente y se hace el lunes. Ok, muy bien. Pero la gente dice, pues quizás sea 2 días. No, solo es el domingo. El lunes buscas qué hacer. Pero ojalá, okay.
You know what one of the correction persons was saying with the PSE, the ones that go through them and correct them and review them, that some of the students, when they go take this PSE, they tend to write like when they write one text. You write a text, you know.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. You know, people write text like you do your shortcuts.
Oh, so because B-E-C-A-Z, just like how it sounds.
Right. Some of them, they may so hook up with the electronic things. When they're going to take the PSC, that's when they write some of it.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. It happens, Emmanuel.
That means that this is having a negative effect on the way we write. And secondly, that also means that person is not reading. Because if you were reading, you would know how the words are spelled, and you would also have a greater capacity for expression.
Like for Belize, they put like BZE.
Oh, good Lord.
You understand?
Okay.
And that's not good English language. You know, they have to spell out the entire word, but then they put the texts and the Facebook, all anything, because they want to write fast, they do the shortcuts. But in an exam, you can't do shortcuts.
No, man, no.
So that I think that came out from Belize City. The person that was speaking was from Belize City, but I'm not sure if that correction was for Belize City, but it happened because one of the person from the Ministry of Education was on the news some years ago, and that's what they were saying. You know, and that's critical to hear.
That's quite critical, actually.
So if you go, all right, so now you come out there and you're going to apply for a job, and they tell you follow the application. When you fill it out to the shortcuts there, from the person start to see that you start reading.
Let me be honest with you. Y aquí voy a decirle, a mí me vale. I go through some application forms. I've been through some application forms, and I see some people writing their application letters, big sixth form graduates, y no saben deletrear, y no saben qué es estructurar una carta.
Yeah.
They don't know how to structure an application.
It's not appealing.
Letter, you know?
Yeah.
And I look at it and I go like, ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? What's happening?
You
wrong spelling, and the famous and a lot of double negatives and so forth, and I go like, bueno, ¿dónde estamos? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó?
Yeah.
You know.
So, make the pick then and get themselves prepared, man. I want to out there kids who listen or maybe not listen to it right now, but check out the repeat one time or somebody tell them about it. Pay attention because when I do it like that, they get 0 on a PSC, you know. On that subject or sentence when they write, they get 0 on it.
It's not like math that 1 and 1 is always equal to 2. Well, almost always, no?
Because sometimes I don't get the whole one. Emmanuel, but on another note, that is very great because we spoke about the preschool, we spoke about the
simulation month of March.
Right, and about the youth elections that they have. Now, coming to work, I was looking at this boulevard that's been built right here.
Sir.
On the San Lorenzo Road that leads all the way from the entrance where the Northern Regional Hospital is, coming all the way up past Bishop Martin High School, Channel 10, and in front of us we have the Orange Walk IT vet. And not only then, the back end, Emmanuel, over here we have a big community in that area. That's the San Lorenzo housing site, right?
That's the San Lorenzo housing site.
There is a big community and people traverse this area very dearly. And we have this Blackwater Creek area where a lot of people live.
Exactly. So it serves Orange Walk and it also serves Trial Farm.
Right, so
and if you were to look at the map and see how big Trial Farm is, and especially this Blackwater Creek area.
And it's expanding.
My mama mia. Trial Farm has approximately what? If it has almost 4,000 voters, almost 4,000, that means that it has approximately between 6,000 and 7,000, about 7,000, maybe even more.
But if you put
people who live there.
Yeah, if you put 4,000, let's say you put it by 5. 4,000 times 5 in that family, how much that come up to?
Why
You see how much that?
Es bastante cantidad.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Could I be on the air, please?
Yes, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Go ahead, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You're on the air. Go ahead, sir.
Brother Oshan, Brother Martinez. This is Minister Patrick Faber.
Good morning, Mr. Saba.
Good morning.
Glad to have you. Good morning, sir.
A pleasure to be calling in this morning. I was just scrolling. I don't normally watch the morning shows, but it's a pleasure to be seeing you guys this morning, Claire, and I'm hoping that this is all over the country that you all transmit, right, on the cable.
Yes, we cover the entire country, sir.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's very good, and I thank you guys for taking the message of the government and also of the party on a regular basis. Just to tap into what you're saying there, yes, we do encourage the Standard 6 students at this time to do all their preparation for the PSC. I think there are 2 segments. I'm not sure what the dates are, but I'm sure the kids know what the dates are. They know much better than us because, of course, this is something that they hear on a daily basis in the classroom.
Yes.
But there are many, many issues that we're facing in education. And I thank you for taking up these issues on a regular basis as well.
Yes, sir.
Next week, at some point, I think it's either Wednesday or Thursday, I'll have my office send over something officially to you so that you can help us to promote it. I will be in Orange Walk, and I will, in my usual fashion, hold a town hall meeting where we're inviting out all the stakeholders in education. And for us, that means everybody. We are primarily looking to dialogue with the teachers, of course, because of the licensing initiative that is ongoing now. And for the sake of those teachers who are in that position, let me also use this medium to inform that the deadline for the application of the special permit for those teachers whose provisional license will come to an end, I think in June of 2017, that the deadline has been extended from March 15th to the end of March. I think it's March 31st. So that gives a little bit more time for those teachers to get in their application.
That's March 31st of this year, sir?
March 31st, yes.
This year.
So we've extended it. And again, this is to, there were a number of teachers who, of course, they started their professional training, but they did not, for some reason or the other, complete that training, but they're well on their way, 70% or more in that training, and the provisional license will expire, which was given for 5 years. So, strictly speaking, we cannot give them another provisional license. So we have carved out this special permit to allow those persons who have been making that kind of significant effort to get a permit so that they can continue to teach while they continue to get their qualification.
Exactly.
Our goal, gentlemen, is to make sure that within a few years' time that we will be able to boast, which is tremendous, that we have 100% trained teachers in our classrooms at the primary, secondary, and tertiary level. And we have been steady at that goal. We have been working with our partners. In fact, on Friday, I will be in Corozal to launch an initiative that is sponsored primarily by our partners in the European Union. The Sugar Support Measures, they're sponsoring training at the early childhood level and at the vocational and technical level. And so I will be launching that in Corozal at Corozal Junior College on Friday morning. So we've been working with our partners to provide opportunities for training of teachers. We've been spending the government resources as well. Many teachers have been qualified through the Certificate in Primary Education program. And while it is true, before anybody else tells you, that having fully qualified teachers, at least on paper, is not going to solve all the educational woes. I heard you guys talking about the performance on the PSC, so, you know, people might say down the road, well, yes, Minister, no, you have, there you go, 100% trained teachers, but the grades still need to be improved. Well, that is true because, number one, what makes a teacher successful is not only the pedagogical training, and we keep on saying this, we want teachers with the right heart in the classroom, teachers who love the students, who care for those students, who want to make sure that those students succeed. And so it is more than the training. Many of our teachers who hold space in the classroom, in fact, don't do it for the love of teaching, but rather because it's a decent paying job, despite what teachers say.
If I can just quickly interject there, Minister, I read the other day a little note that said that a teacher is not so much about imparting knowledge, but about stimulating the child.
Of course, that is very, very true. What we aim to do through education is really get children interested in learning. You used a very valid word, especially at this time, stimulate, and that, as you know, is the main focus of Child Stimulation Month. I know that you spoke about that earlier.
Yes.
The month of March is celebrated in Belize as Child Stimulation Month. The idea is to provide stimuli for students at the early childhood level here. Let me not say students, because it's not really students alone. We're talking about from your inner mama belly. This stimulation from birth, early childhood focuses all the way up to age 8, which is for most people standard 1, standard 2. That is a very important time in a child's development, because that child then starts responding to the various stimuli and then learns as a result. And, you know, this is what we really want to see by extension. So you're right, Mr. Martinez. We want students to learn how to learn, and teachers to teach students how to learn, so that you don't rely on the teacher all your life for learning. And for us in education, learning is a lifelong process. Whether you are in school or not, learning should continue to happen. And this is as a result of the learner understanding how to learn, and the teacher being able to impart to those students, when they are students, how is it that they go about the learning process. So it is very important for people to understand. The minister can't fix the education system apart from the efforts that we're doing.
Yes.
The teachers can only do so much. The students themselves need to do their part. Yes. The parents need to do their part as well. I often lament on at the start of Child Stimulation Month, because we see the parades with the children, and you see how many of them are with their mommies or daddies holding their hands. We had a massive parade here in Belize City yesterday, and they are there, you know, the parents are there. But by the time they get to Infant 1, Infant 2, maybe they hang around a little to Infant 1, Infant 2. But then,
or they send somebody else to accompany the child.
Yeah, you try to get a standard 4 parent to come to a meeting at school. Sometimes it's difficult, and that is when they need parental support as well. So we are advocating strongly. As I said, I will be in the district at the town hall meeting. We want everybody to come out. We want the church leaders to come out. We want the business people to come out. We want the union people to come out. We want the parents to come out. We want everybody's, we want all persons there, because for us, education is everybody's business. If you're a student and you want to come out, we invite you to come to hear about the stuff that's happening in education, so that you can do your part to help us to improve the quality of education in this country.
You said next week. Can you pinpoint the day exactly?
There's a day in Orange Walk and a day in Corozal, Wednesday and Thursday. I'm not in the office, so I can't recall. But I'll have them send to you. I believe Orange Walk is Wednesday, but let me confirm, and then hopefully, guys, you can help me to repeat it, so that we can publicize as much as is possible, so that people know where and when it's going to be. I just want to use the opportunity this morning to sensitize people that I will be there. I will bring senior members of my management team, so that we can field whatever questions people will have, and we can allay any fears, but also get people to understand, so that they can support what it is we're doing in the Ministry of Education.
Minister, that was a part of education. When it comes to the youth election that was held on Monday, what's your perspective of the youths that participated, and what will be the position of the results in Belize City?
Well, let me say this firstly, that I was very pleased. I continue to be very impressed by the way that the process, so to speak, that has been ongoing by the Department of Youth Services. I give kudos to the director there, Mrs. Mackenzie. She has really turned things around in terms of putting leadership in the hands of the young people there. And I will tell you that this is a planned process. It's an ongoing process. People criticized us for a while because nothing was happening, but we did a lot of groundwork in terms of preparing to get to this stage. And that meant putting together the National Youth Policy, which was launched some time ago. It meant also putting in the mechanisms to get youth to participate through the various youth organizations across the country, various youth groups got registered and so on. And so it is now their time to chip in and to offer themselves up for leadership. And so I salute the young people 100%. They have my 100% support as it relates to them participating and them demanding a place at the decision-making table. I am all for that. I support it. In fact, those of you who know my background know that I come from, I was the president of the National Youth Commission some years ago at age 17 or 18. Mm-hmm. So this is what I believe to be right, not only because I am minister, but because this is my own experience in coming up and contributing as a young person.
I understand.
So the elections, the process, as far as I know it, was fair and clear. Let me tell you that when the planning was happening for these elections, I was approached by the young people and their advisor, and they asked about having political youth entities be a part of the process.
I heard you mention it last night. Okay.
Yes. So they said, well, that would change the thing because we don't want it to lead in any one direction. And I said, no, we should allow any entity that is engaged in getting our young people to do positive things. Engaging in a political party is not a negative thing.
Right.
Whether it's then a PUP or UDP or BPP or whatever other P we have, if they're channeling their efforts to developing this nation and to developing other young people, they should have a chance to be in the process as well.
Certainly.
And so I say that for the sake of Mr. Micah Gooding, because if the minister was against having you there, nobody would be there in terms of the political injections.
Yes. So what will happen with that result since they are tied?
What will happen is that there will be a by-election. And so they are setting the date for that now. I think the DYS is working on that. And I think there's another tied position, though not at the presidency level. I think it's at the treasurer level. It may be in Corozal. And so there will be by-elections in both of these positions. And people will be asked, the same voters will be asked to participate again. Though this time around, only those candidates who were tied for the leading positions will be asked to put their names forward, and those are the ones who will be voted for. So, and I look forward to working with the young people. I say to them that it's an opportunity given, and at the same time, I caution them. It's not a right and a demand. Well, it is a right because they should be able to voice their concerns, and we should be listening to young people. But that is in partnership. So, Mr. Micah sent me a message basically demanding already. I said, I am waiting to see what results are happening, but it is not an aggressive, negative kind of approach that needs to be taken. The government is giving this opportunity because we recognize the value of the contributions of young people, and that can work side by side with our current decision making processes in the government. So I absolutely salute the young people. I salute the department. I salute the various substations of the department all across the country where we have some very tirelessly hardworking youth officers. They do a great job, and I salute them. I also, gentlemen, before I go, want to take this opportunity to salute my Minister of State and your son of the soil, the Honorable Elodio Aragon, for the excellent job that he is doing in the area of sports and culture. You know, we had a very fantastic art in the park here in Belize. I was not around. I was out of the country, but all the reviews are raved. So I salute Miss Diane Haylock as well, the chairperson of NITCH, the president of NITCH, sorry. And Minister Aragon has been across this country already, touring, making sure that he is doing what he needs to do in order to uplift the facilities for sporting in this country. I think his energy is tremendous. It is the kind of energy that we are pleased to have in Ministry of Education, Youth, Sports and Culture. And of course, his energy is very catchy. We have many people now who are gung-ho about turning things around as it relates to activities in the sporting portfolio. So
he's already being touted as the working minister.
Yes, he is, certainly. So I salute him this morning. And in closing, gentlemen, I want to wish our Prime Minister a happy birthday today.
Oh, really?
It's his birthday.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And tomorrow is his wife's birthday, so I use the opportunity to wish her a happy birthday. And my young son, Patrick Jr., is also going to be 8 tomorrow, so happy birthday to Patch as well.
Big time for the party.
Sir, yes. Above all, sir, I want to thank you for calling in. I really appreciate this gesture coming from you. I'd like to give you my telephone number just in case if you'd like to send anything through WhatsApp or so that we can, help you with the publicity. Thank you for the word. For the publicity for the event. 635-7436.
7436.
635-7436. And you can email me, whatever, and I'll pick it up and I'll help. Because obviously, we'd like to report on that tomorrow as well. So whatever the definite date for your participation here in Orange Walk, maybe you can include that as well, sir.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention as well that on next Friday, which is, I think, the 11th, is it?
Yeah, it's 11th. Next Friday is 11th.
That I will be there as well in Orange Walk at the high school in San Lazaro. The
BHSA?
Belize High School of Agriculture, yes. We were gifted a new building there, as you may know, and so we will be opening that building. So I invite out the population to be a part of that grand event. I salute.
Is it open to the public, sir?
Sorry?
Is the ceremony, is it an open?
The community is always welcome at
okay,
events.
thanks. So see if we can perhaps go there as well.
It is a community event, I am certain, and if not, we will open it to the community. It is a government school, and
it's a government.
We want the community to be a part. As we say, education is everybody's business. I know, Mr. Martinez, that you're a good friend of the school. I've seen you there, so we look forward to seeing you as well.
Thank you, sir. Yes, I certainly will try to do my best to be there.
Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate it.
You too. Have a good morning, sir. Have a good day.
Thanks so much. That was the Minister of Education, Honorable Patrick Faber. The minister used to be a teacher as well.
Yes, and I know his involvement, and
and he said a lot when it comes to the education, Emmanuel, to the teachers getting ready, and I think he mentioned the deadline for the provisional license as well.
It has been extended from the 15th of March to the 31st of March.
So
in anticipation of that June 2017 cutoff point. Right. Yesterday I was talking to some teachers, and just quickly, I don't want to, maybe we can, this is a platform for us to continue discussion at a different date. And I was talking about generally, okay, that's very good, that the opportunity is being given to teachers, but one comment that came out is that some of the teachers living in the rural areas are always at a disadvantage to some of the teachers living in the urban areas.
Well, that happens in everything, Emmanuel. In every situation that happens, maybe this convenient you, or not convenient me. So if you're not convenient me, then I have to try to see a way how I can get myself on board. You know, but he also spoke about the youth, which is very important. Youths
and he clearly said in the news last night, he says, no, as long as you're actively involved and you can contribute positively, then never mind if you're political based. Okay, that's good, you know.
So he's going to be having a visit in Corozal and Orange Walk next week. Then on the Friday of that week.
And I'd like to send an invitation to him to come to Champagne Ridge, man. Coito Tavalis and Sorenos, Minister. I know you're listening. You
know? Enjoy yourself.
Yes.
But Emmanuel, before we leave him, I want to ask the technician to show our audience a little bit of the road, the works that have been done right here on the San Lorenzo Boulevard. I think it's should be renamed
the Ignacio Vega Boulevard. This is work being done right here on the San Lorenzo Road. Este es el trabajo que se está haciendo aquí, aquí en la calle San Lorenzo. Y si es que lo han estado dando, si es que le han estado dando seguimiento, se darán cuenta de que ya la porción de la calle está pavimentada hasta Nortevisión, hasta aquí, hasta IT Vet.
Progress continue, boy.
Entonces, sí, correctamente. Entonces, lo que falta es la porción de en medio, el de median, con las lámparas, los focos y la limpieza general. Pero me imagino que no se extienda hasta la punta. Am I right?
Yeah, it
stops someplace around here, right? But it's turning out to be a beautiful four-lane, not highway, I would want to use that word, avenue.
People like when you got good things, people get happy. But some of the drivers, they are getting too happy.
Too happy, and I gather that some people are already going 50, 60 on this road.
Yeah, and that
presents a threat.
We have two high schools right here.
Exactly.
Two high schools we have. We have the IT Vet right in front of us. We have Bishop Martin over there. And a lot of students traverse all the way from the San Lorenzo house inside to go to Muffles, to go to primary
you have in excess of 1,000 people every morning.
Yeah, very, 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 very busy. I know the taxi man and make the hustling, or maybe you wake up late for carry picnic at school and you try hustle for reach, but I don't think it makes sense, man. Yeah, we have to take it easy. You know, sometimes.
No me can have a carry cigarette through that jail.
And don't let me pull out one of my...
Don't let me pull out one of my bombs.
All right, so, but it's good work being done, Emmanuel. You know, when you have good work, it takes a little time.
Yes.
So, you not come up as quick as you don't want, but I guess with time, things go better and better. No?
The good thing is that the work continues. It's not as if the project ceased. You know, the project continues. This is a commitment from our government, and we are living the day when we see it come to fruition. I mean, it's a beautiful. It's two lanes on each side. So this bodes well for the development of Orange Walk. Extremely well.
The name that it will be put in is a very, very great warrior of the United Democratic Party that has passed on and left us behind.
And the mayor, I think, for 3 consecutive...
under the United Democratic Party.
Nacho Vega, pues ¿quién no lo conocía desde hace muchos años? Un señor que dedicó su vida para el desarrollo de Orange Walk.
Put in time, boy. Put in time.
Yes. Cheque, ya son las 9:06 minutos.
I'm glad to report and blessings that Lupe is back.
Yes.
You know, she had to go to the U.S. to take a little child.
Oh, Nurse Lupe. Okay.
Yeah, she's back, and he said he had a good flight, and thank God for everything.
Lupe, bienvenida. Y nos alegramos de que todo haya ido bien con la operación y todo
But
eso.
Emmanuel, we want to ask everyone as well, keep on being careful over the entire country, because the minister mentioned this morning, and we mentioned it as well, it's Child Stimulation Month, when the kids will be out to visit different places. Like here in Orange Walk, we mentioned that they usually visit the police station, the education department, the town hall. They visit different radio stations, different media places, parks. So we want to ask the drivers to just keep on being careful, man, because these are the future. What, 40, 50 years ago, me and Manuel are in the future. Now we almost done. So then the kids are the future coming up. So make we do our best to take care of them, man, right?
Exactly. I couldn't, well, obviously I agree 100% with you. And always, compañeros, siempre estar atentos.
Right.
Atentos. Alerta. Los niños serán niños.
Yeah, true. They hype.
Exactamente.
I want to get out there like they just
Los
feel
niños,
loose.
exactamente. Y pues lo único que falta es que los trinques.
Yeah. You
Okay?
see they do it, I believe?
Yes.
They rope them out
Right,
and the parents
right.
walk on the outer end.
Y correctamente. Y como te digo, pues niños siempre
You don't
hyperactive.
You don't want to escape out that crowd.
Exactamente.
You know?
Así que todo lo que tenemos que hacer es bastante alerta.
And this is for the
Atentos
entire country.
que cuando estemos pasando por las áreas donde vemos actividad, entonces despacio. Y aquí les pedimos en particular, cuando estén utilizando la calle San Lorenzo, pues no porque está pavimentada y está muy bonito, quiere decir que vas a venir a toda reata 60, 70, porque aparte de poner a riesgo tu vida, estás poniendo a riesgo la vida de otras personas y también corres riesgo de hacerle daño a propiedad. Tómalo suave. No está hecho para que tú estés a las 2 de la mañana creyendo que eres el dueño de la carretera y que puedes ir a 60, 70, hasta 80 millas por hora, despacio.
All right, so this morning, Emmanuel, we touched earlier about the different parts where, you know, I had the privilege to visit with the band.
Yes.
Culture. We discussed about that. We discussed about the youth. You read that police statement there this morning.
It's from the Human Rights Commission.
Yeah, we discussed about education. We had the privilege of having the minister calling in.
We talked about Stimulation Month March.
Yeah, calling in, and the minister calling and, you know, expand a bit more on it. We talk about the highway. So I believe we touch a lot this morning.
Certainly.
And if you
Food for thought, guys.
If you had to leave out this morning, you can catch us tonight for the repeat at 9 o'clock on this same channel that you're looking at right now. And if you're going to work and you're going to leave time, your time out now, you can look at it on YouTube any time of the day.
Exactly.
You know, it's on YouTube, so any part of the world you can just, you know, simply go and, you know,
Type in Sugar City Morning Show, March 2nd, 2016, pops,
and you'll see it any time of the day. You know, so on that note, Emmanuel, it has been a pleasure being here with you.
It has been a pleasure
and
as well.
I've got 2 more texts, and I'll tell them again, the Lon is on a little break, and he should be back, right? So
yes.
The man no gone. Yeah. When he gone, I was sing this song when he gone. I say, he gone forever in a promised land. He gone forever in a promised land. You know what a promised land, right?
Yes.
But the man not the head there, right? So he will be back. So Emmanuel, it has been a pleasure, man. Thanks for.
It's been good having you here, Chucky. Y a todos ustedes, muchas gracias por la sintonía, muchas gracias por mantenernos en sintonía a través del curso de este show, de parte de todas las personas que laboran aquí, de Raheem, de Morris, de no sé quién más está ahí dentro, pero esas son las personas que hacen posible que ustedes puedan ver el show. De parte de Chucky, de mi parte, muchas gracias, compañeros, y nos vemos mañana. Tomorrow we have guests.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay. Nos vemos mañana justo a las 7 de la mañana. Mañana es jueves, 3 de marzo. Nos vemos. Muchas gracias de nuevo y tengan todos un buen día. Se cuidan.
Sugar City Morning Show.